Andrew Dice Clay today. And again, it's more shit that makes me feel like a fucking alien. Something's not right. Like, I just don't belong here. How the fuck did that work? How did you have some goofy Jewish kid who wanted to be big band leader, like big band music? That kind of shit. And he failed. I mean, you have to admire the tenacity of somebody like this, but then at the same time, I just can't help but notice the connections. That's not something like, you don't fail at big band leader music and then be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go be a comedian who is immediately put on, all of the, given all the opportunities. And the thing is, none of it was new. Like, it's really weird to go back and look at the, go look up Andrew Dice Clay first appearance. And, you'll keep finding older and older appearances. And yet, the oldest one I could find was Red Fox in '84 on the Red Fox show, who, to me, again, is another guy who just wasn't funny. And all of the jokes are the same. Like 90% of that show, you can find doing 3, 4, 5 years later, same shows. And I guess I get it. Like, as a comedian, your jokes are kind of like your songs, and you play your hits. But I don't know. I just expect comedians to be like, this was always my big issue on the open mics, right? I used to go to the open mics, and instead of doing the same piece over and over again, I would write something new that day and be like, oh, I want to perform this, or, because I'm always writing. Like, I was thinking about it yesterday. I saw Ludacris in a commercial, and I just thought, like, why is Ludacris in a commercial? He's in one of those, what they're called, Car Shield commercials with Vivica Fox and Ice-T and shit. But still, when was the last album that Luda put out? Now, he's a good-looking dude. He's really tiny, but he's a good-looking dude. He's really, really fucking smart. Like, he graduated college and shit. Like, he's a really smart dude. But, to me, I always find it fascinating when artists stop making music. Like, I don't understand how doesn't music, like, run in your body, doesn't it? Isn't it in your veins, isn't it? Isn't music who you are? Like, if I would have been allowed to make it, do you know how many albums I would have by now? Do you know how many songs I would have produced by now? I would have been the Lil Wayne of smart fucking music, and would still keep going. Like, I would, if I had the opportunity, and I had the technical ability, and I had the, I didn't have the secondary life to distract me. I would be literally producing songs every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know. I guess depending on how, what producer I could get to do it. Because Charles wouldn't produce that much, so I would have to make separate stuff. But I never understand how musicians just die off. Never understand. Like I say, for me, it was never. I'd be one of those musicians that has a hard time playing the hits all the time. I would always constantly want to be playing new stuff. And I don't know, man. I guess that's just me. I don't know. I fucking don't know. I know when I formed a group here in Detroit, we called it the Herd, and we had gone down to a few of the different open mics, found the best poets we could find. We had this really, really fucking amazing, talented group of people. Like, they were just so good. I used to just sit in awe and watch them. And you know, once we got the group going and we all started sort of coming together and working together, you know, I got to ask them more often, like more questions. Because I was always so impressed by their performance. They were really good at what's up. They were always really good performers. You know, I would always be blown away by their performances. And one of the guys, the guy that came up with the name The Herd, his name was Londell. And he had one of the most, like, he was just amazing. He was so captivating and his, you know, only to find out that was his piece. He performed his piece. Right? Like, he didn't have anything else. He didn't write more stuff. And I was sort of shocked, and I sort of went around the room like, don't you guys write all the time, right? Like, the reason why their performances were so good is because that's literally all they had. They didn't write 3-4 different fucking things a day like I did. And I was just, and they were like shocked by me. They were like, nah, you don't write that much. Yeah, what, you don't? Like, I thought we all did that. I didn't think like the well was shallow. I thought like the creative well was deep, and you know, everybody just tap into it. And I was so shocked. Like, even the oldest one there, like the leader kind of guy, he was you know, he didn't do it. And of course, like, you know, I wanted to take things seriously. I thought we all had a chance at doing something really cool and maybe, you know, changing some shit up. And it was shocking to me how difficult it was to get other people to be serious, to get other people to show up on time, to get other people to just any of it. I don't know, man. If I knew what I knew now, I would have been, you know, I mean, I guess I was a dick, but I mean, I wasn't. I was just serious. Nowadays, if I were to put something together like that, I would have had, now, if you have kids, no deal. You know, especially if you're a single mom, because there was one chick in the group. She was amazing, Kamari. She was amazing. And she's just a flake, and she was, you know, I can't believe, I could never believe how great these people could be, but at the same time so limited. And I just, you know, like, I wrote a song this morning before I went live, waiting for my kid to get ready to take him to school. You know, I just can't understand. Look at all the turkeys. Hey, turkeys sitting out in the rain, turkeys. I just can't, you know, I don't understand that. Like, to me, I always think of it like I'm always like almost like an architect, or fuck, I forgot this word again. I want to be. Oh my God, it's not an architect. It is a. Why can't I think of this word when I need to? Anthropologist? No. Archaeologist. Yeah, God damn it. Why can't I think of that fucking word when I need to? But I always kind of look at it like I'm an archaeologist, right? Like, the thing is there, I just have to find it. You know? And there's different words that are in the way, and different, you just got to brush certain words aside, and you got to, but it's there. You just got to find it. And I just never understood, like, I thought that was like how everybody is. I thought that's how all artists were, especially like good ones. If you're a good one, why aren't you constantly producing? Why aren't you constantly making new stuff? But, that takes me back to Dice, and, I guess you just keep refining it and refining you pick a handful of things and you just refine them until you get, Dice was selling out stadiums and shit. Dice was so big, it's hard to compare Dice to anybody nowadays. You just can't. And because it was such a limited fake, it was fake character, it burnt out as fast as it caught fire, like, and he was just such a, like, he's clearly got some gay stuff going on, but I don't know, he's a weird fucking guy. Well, Asians were thinking that. Yeah. Oh, well, that makes it true then. Fuck yeah. If you saw it on TV, it must be true. There's a difference between you and I, and maybe it's to my detriment for all I know. I'm not sure. But I've gotten to this point where, like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe what I'm shown, what I'm told. There's that bridge I was talking about. Oh, shit. Where it got caught. Forget it. Guess you don't see it. It's raining, so I'm not stopping. Look at the bridge today. But, yeah, no. That's the, like, again, you saw Andrew Dice Clay on TV. Do you think that's true? Do you think that's who that guy was? Do you think his name is really Andrew Dice Clay, and he's really just this piece of shit stereotype? Like, you understand it? He based Dice Man off of Fonzie, Jerry Lewis, who did he say? John Travolta, Vinnie Barbarino, and I always forget the fourth one. You think Dice was bigger than Chappelle? At his day, yes. Yes. I was there. Like, I was alive. I don't know how old you are. But Dice was literally selling out, like, baseball stadiums. The biggest stadiums you can think of. For people to barely what the fuck he's saying. Again, and I get it. Like, when you run out of shit, say you're gonna say dumb shit. I get a lot of you. You're a star than Dice is, or what? Like, Chappelle is considered like a god today amongst an entertainment god. He's on his own level. But as far as, like, at the peak of his popularity, very few people were as hot as Dice. It's actually kind of strange. But he was, I mean, he's just like so many other Jewish comedians, to where, they don't, their act isn't like, you're not like, it's not so deep and it's introspective and you're just like, holy shit, I never thought about things like that. This changes my perspective. Chappelle does that. Patrice used to do that. Patrice was the fucking man. Patrice is easily top 3 comedians of all time. Of all time. Top 3 funniest while also being philosophical men of all time. And of course, they cut him short because he started knocking on that chosen door. Talking about the Jews a little too much. But, like, when you look at Patrice his real, like, sort of claim to fame was the Opie and Andy show, and, like, that's really where, you know, he did the most of his work. When you compare him to Opie and Andy, these guys aren't funny. They say shocking things. They say, you know, off-putting things and shit to like, you know, to get the reaction. But they're never saying anything that stops the room and they're like, holy shit, I never thought about it that way. And that's, you know, that's to me the essence of Chappelle. That's the essence of, oh shit. That's the essence of, should I go take a look? I should go take a look. You know, that's the essence of Patrice. That's the essence of real comedy, is to change the way people think. You know, to have people questioning the narrative that they've been given, and you know, almost make them uncomfortable with who they are because they thought a certain way, or because, you know, Patrice is making sense, so you want to, you know, you want to, oh shit, I shouldn't be thinking this way, but it's right, so of course you're going to think that way. Oh, it's just a school. And I guess the cop is just there blocking the way for fucking reasons. Jesus Christ. But I don't, you know, like even Jerry Seinfeld. And what's the deal with this airplane food? You know, sure, some of them are going to be funny. It's gonna happen, but it's a different kind of funny. You know, guys like Patrice, guys like Chappelle literally had to like crawl their way up through. They had to be funnier than everybody else in order to get the chances that they got, the opportunities that they got. Whereas guys like Seinfeld called up Uncle Morty. You know, guys like Opie and Andy, they just call up Uncle Morty. What a cool fucking house in the middle of the hood. It's so weird, made of brick. You know, that shit's old as fuck. This whole hood neighborhood, this used to be something beautiful. When the Friars owned when the Friars lived here, it was beautiful. The Friars still own it. They just moved out and they became slumlords, and they refused to fix things, and they refused to do good. And the hoods, that's how we got the hoods. That's literally how just about every hood exists. You guys know that? You know that every place where the black people live, and it's dangerous and it's the most hood, that's the places that's where the Friars used to live, the Jews used to live. And then they moved out to the suburbs, and they kept ownership of everything in those areas, but they refused to, you know, they were terrible landlords. They refused to fix anything, they refused to sink money into it at all. You know, they refused anything, and they just, that's what created the slums. That's what created the hood. In every fucking city you live in. Look it up. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me how the black area, the hood area, the inner city, whatever, that area didn't used to be Friarland. Every single one of them. Like the main ones, obviously. You know, hoods have extended as populations have grown and blah, blah, blah. But like the major main hoods, especially in the inner cities, they're all Friar neighborhoods. Still are, technically. Friars still own the shit. Oy vey. Gosh, amigo. And very angry, my weed man is taking his time dropping my food. You got a weed man that delivers at 8:30 in the morning? Jesus Christ. That's a fucking dedicated supplier there, boy. That's a professional. But, you know, Dice is an example of just how appalling and you know, disgusting and just awful white people are. Because if you look at the crowd at the Dice show, it's literally all white. Weed man brings food and weed. Like, that's incredible, right? You're right. I'm being too hard on him. Yeah. You're right, I am. You're right, I am right. I like that. But you know, Dice appealed to white America. Dice's whole shtick was it's crazy how the Italian culture gravitated towards that. But again, you know, Fonzie was a Jewish guy playing. He wasn't Jewish. He was Arthur Fonzarelli. Actually, Jews and Italians often look alike, especially once they get old. But anyway, ever both. Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, but like you said, you're too young to know who Dice is, so you're probably much more proficient in computers and cell phones than us old people. But Dice, you know, Dice's whole shtick was nursery rhymes. You know, Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh, like, why is that funny? Did he give her? Did she take $1.25 to do something sexual? Like, is that what you're implying? She gave a blowjob for $1.25? Like, wow. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack's in the hospital with a French fried dick. Oh. I just don't. Right? Like, that's just fucking weird. That's weird, man. And to think like he would. It's not like these are you know, these are so revolutionary, but he would do them at the same, and the crowd would repeat it back to him. They knew the joke, they would repeat it, and then they would laugh like they didn't know the joke. Then there's the performance where he was on MTV and it got him banned, and he's in like this goofy ass black and white fucking jacket. He's just such a clown with his pompadour. And I mean, I'm jealous of the pompadour, I gotta be honest, but he's such a clown. He's just, once you realize that that's some little nerdy Jewish kid, it totally takes this, you know, all of it takes the sting away. But he starts off by doing like as somebody that is a poet, to hear, I hate other poets. I really do. Most of the time, I just hate other poetry. I think other poetry is so cheesy most of the time. And so he gets out and he starts his thing with this I'm Andrew. It's like it's kind of like a rap. Like he sort of he does it like he's rapping, but oh, it's so cheesy. It's so bad. Oh, Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. When she bent over, Rover took over and gave her a bone of his own. Oh, like, so you bestiality now. We got bestiality jokes, people. We got bestiality jokes. I do like the, three little blind mice see where they run, or see how they run. Where the fuck were they going? I watched his comic special. I watched one of them. I was watching The Dice Man Cometh, which is like his coup de grace. His coup de grace. Like that's him at his pinnacle right there. The Dice Man Cometh, where he's got his fake mom and his fake wife and, HBO special, blah, blah, blah. He's so cringe, and I've talked about it many, many times. The whole smoking your cigarette like this, 90% of the time he's barely able to pull it off. Dude, this look cool, doesn't it? I smoke my cigarette like this. Doesn't this look cool, dude? He's always doing this. Like, what a fucking... He looks like he has Tourette's. And it's like, how did that become... Like, you just can't... nobody has... When you ask, do I think that Dice was bigger than Dave Chappelle? When was the last time you saw somebody do a Dave Chappelle impression? Like, just Dave Chappelle doing Dave Chappelle stand-up. Not, I'm rich, bitch, and shit like that. Like, there's the Chappelle show, which is, again, Dice, couldn't lick Dave's nuts. Dice wasn't nearly as creative and intelligent. He just caught a little bit of fire and knew how to blow it, right? Like, he makes this one joke. He's like, I don't know how you could see a hairy ass, because he's really, really homophobic. I don't know how you could see some dude's hairy ass and want to fuck it. When I see a dude's hairy ass, I just want to give it a wash and a blow dry. Like, that's gay, dude. What are you talking about? You want to shampoo, wash, and blow dry some dude's hairy ass? And you're talking bad about gay people? Like, what the fuck? Are you missing it? Are you missing the... Like, are you missing the punchline there? You... I don't know how any guy could look at another guy's hairy ass and think, oh, I want to have sex with that. When I see a dude with when I see a big hairy ass, I want to give it a wash, a shampoo, and a blow dry. Because that doesn't sound gay, right, sweetheart? Fucking the hairy ass is wrong. But giving it a wash and a blow dry is totally cool. He makes a lot of jokes like that, where it's like, it's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. But it's once the shtick starts really running dry that you really see like the desperate. Dice Man Cometh. Like, you just can't. People can really wrap their heads around how big and popular that man was. Like, he changed the way Italians dressed for several years. And everybody had a Dice impression. I agree. I thought Dez was hilarious when I was young. I look back at it now and I'm 61 and I just cringe. Right. Like, it's weird how, and you know what? I think a lot of it too, I think like, even as a younger person, where's the phone?
I don't know.
Even as a younger person, you probably, like, some of it was funny, but it wasn't. Like, you more laughed out of, like, everybody else is laughing. I mean, nursery rhymes that, like, you know, granted, there wasn't anything like that before that. So that's where it also gets its wings. But he is just, he's not fun. And again, his shtick, he ran this, from as old as I can find footage of him, which was like 84, 83, all the way up into the 90s, he's not only running the same jokes, it's the same set, 80% of it. Like, he might add a few new jokes here and there, but it was awful. He was a better actor than a stand-up comedian. I mean, he was an actor. He was acting as a stand-up comedian. He wasn't that guy. Here, let me show you. This is just interesting, right? Andrew. You know I'm old because I still type shit in. Like, okay, so that's the most macho man you've ever seen, right? Isn't he macho looking? Or does he look like an old Jewish grandmother?
It's like Elton John's kid.
Elton John's kid, if he was an old Jewish grandmother, if Elton John was Jewish and he was with a Jewish lady. So, Andrew Dice Clay is an American stand-up comedian and actor. He rose to prominence in the late brash, deliberately offensive persona known as the Dice Man. In 1990, he became the first stand-up comedian to sell out Madison Square Garden for 2 consecutive nights. That's what I'm saying, man. He was fucking huge. You're right, I am 6'7". All day long, baby. 6'7", baby. I'm hip. I'm cool. I'm groovy. That same year, he played the lead role in the comedy mystery film The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Here he is in 2012. Like, look, he got people wearing those fingerless gloves and shit. That was a huge thing, right? I wear this brace because I have to. I'm telling you, this brace can get a little funky. Imagine what wearing leather fingerless gloves all day, every day does to you. And he's got wristbands, and he's got a leather jacket with the sleeves cut off to show off his bulging biceps. Clay has appeared in several films, blah, 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 blah. Oh, look, including critically acclaimed supporting roles in Woody Allen's Blue Jasmine. Wow, he was in a Woody Allen film. What a surprise. All right. Clay was born to parents Jacqueline, I don't know, and Fred Silverstein. His name is Silverstein. In the Sheepshead Bay neighborhood of Brooklyn, in New York City, where he was raised. He is Jewish. If you know how you know what's weird? If you go look up if you look people up on Wikipedia, if they're Jewish, that's like the first thing, most important element as to who they are. You don't see that with other people. First and foremost, let's express that he's Catholic, that he's Christian. You know, they might do it with Muslims just to scare you. But it is always, always the most important thing ever. He has one sister. Clay's father was a boxer and a real estate agent. At age 5, Clay was entertaining his family with impressions And by 7, he was playing the drums inspired by the sound of big band music. You know, at 5 years old, doing impressions and shit, right? Because, 5-year-olds, they're just so, so good. Clay attended James Madison High School in Brooklyn, and as a teenager, worked as a drummer on the Catskill Mountain Circuit in the 70s, playing bar mitzvahs and weddings under the name Clay Silvers. Right? Upon returning to New York City, he failed to form a big band of his own. He pursued higher education, but dropped out to become a full-time comedian. Clay cites Elvis. Yeah, I can't believe I always forget that one. Clay cites Elvis, Fonzie, John Travolta, and Sylvester Stallone as his heroes. Oh, I said it was the Nutty Professor. He did, because Sylvester Stallone wasn't a thing yet. I guess in the 80s he was Rocky and all. My bad. Clay began his stand-up career in 78 when he auditioned at Pips Comedy Club in Sheepshead Bay, which turned into a headline spot at the venue the next week. So he started comedy and just immediately had success. Immediately. When he auditioned at Pips Comedy Club, he auditioned and got the headline spot the next week. His act was mainly impressions, including a character named the Dice Man, based on Jerry Lewis as Buddy Love from The Nutty Professor. There you go. Which transformed into John Travolta in Grease. So it's not even like an original character, right? It's just the clown. And John Travolta, he's basing that off of Welcome Back, Kotter and Grease, where you have this Italian stereotype. Did you see? How come the Italians are good-looking dumbasses? And just about they're either good-looking dumbasses or they're gangsters in every movie that they make. It took him 3 weeks to prepare the act. A picture of him on stage during his early sets at Pips was described in a baggy white shirt, pants rolled up to his knees, and a pair of thick glasses. With a black leather jacket underneath the shirt, so he could seamlessly switch to his Travolta character when the lights went out. With his new act, Clay graduated to larger and more prestigious comedy venues, including Improv, Catch a Rising Star, and Dangerfields. Yeah, but Dangerfields is way later. Dangerfields is like 89. He recalled his father being supportive of his act during one performance at Dangerfields. He knew it. He knew it was different right off the bat. He saw it worked. The persona was more of a shock to his mother, but she got used to it, and he recalled her laughing at his jokes. By 1980, 2 whole years after he had failed and then tried, let's give stand-up comedy a try, Clay had moved to Los Angeles and landed work at the Comedy Store owned by Mitzi Shore, Pauly Shore's mom. It's all connected. When I talk about this idea that it's all connected, they just have to call Uncle Morty, you think I'm being an asshole. But it's right here. His sets were not an instant hit. And because of his dirty act and her unwillingness to have other comics follow him, Shore had Clay perform at late hours, making him wait to perform for 10 drunks. Why were you even given that opportunity when nobody liked your act? In 1982, Clay landed his first film role in Wacko. I mean, of course, right? 2 years after moving to Hollywood, where you've been working at Mitzi, for Mitzi Shore, Pauly Shore's mom at the Comedy Store, he lands his first TV role, or his first film role. I mean, right? Got to pay the bills somehow. When you're a struggling comedian, you got to be able to, pay that rent. In 1983, Clay added the Dice Man moniker to his name and no longer relied on impressions, instead creating an alter ego based on his heroes. He first used the act at the Comedy Store after he was asked to fill in for a comic who canceled their spot. He said, "I didn't have my Jerry Lewis stuff with me, so I just winged it, saying whatever popped into my head." Oh, that makes sense. His performance at the venue led to his first sitcom roles, with appearances on MASH and Different Strokes, and feature-length films including Making the Grade, Pretty in Pink, and Casual Sex. A review by Los Angeles Times critic Michael Wilmington described Clay's character as a macho bozo from Jersey. A macho bozo, Italian from Jersey. Only they can get away with this sort of act. You're not going to see a black guy like this. From 86 to 88, he had a regular role as Max Goldman on Crime Story. His act included a drum solo as a tribute to Buddy Rich. Clay then pursued stand-up comedy full-time as the Dice character. Because, all those Hollywood film roles just wasn't cutting it. Clay's breakthrough came in 1988 when he performed at an all-male Big Brother Association dinner event with, quote, all of Hollywood's royalty dressed in tuxedos, and I show up in a black leather jacket with a flag on the back that said rock and roll. The set was a hit. The next day, 20th Century Fox offered him a film deal, and he entered into talks with producer Joel Silver. Have you guys noticed anything, I don't know, any sort of patterns here? Do you notice an underlying theme in all of these things? I want to know what this Big Brother Association dinner is. No, not Big Brothers and Sisters. This is something different. See, there's nothing, if you look it up, it looks up the Big Brothers of America bullshit. And that's clearly not what we're talking about here. An all-male Big Brother Association dinner event with all of Hollywood's royalty? Anything that's weird? And of course, he broke the rule, right? You wanna be famous, you gotta appeal to the ladies. His act was designed to appeal to chauvinist piece of shit men and women who, like getting abused. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. If you're gonna watch anything, it's because he had a whole team of people behind him. It's because the narrative we're given isn't true. And he had the best people behind him working with him to create all of this and then give him the opportunity and give him the push. Nobody else, no black dude saying what Andrew Dice Clay said would ever have gotten a push like that. But you got to watch the. I'm like done reading about his fucking bullshit. You got to see. Let me see if I can find it. ANDREW. Dice. Clay. Let's see if it'll show us the one. So, like, yeah, this is at 87 in Dangerfields, but it's not like this is at 84 at Red Foxes, and he's literally doing the same set. And he's so homophobic. It's insane. He sounds like a guy who is gay and doesn't like to acknowledge it. Look at, doesn't that look cool? The way he's smoking his cigarette? To think, like, so many people saw that and did it. Why the fuck is the... There it is. Andrew Dice Clay, the Valentine's Day Massacre. It's a 6-part thing where he was like the host of a show. He was like host, but he was given a big part of it. But this shit is just insane. I don't know how much it's gonna let me show, but obviously I don't own this.
Thank each man. But this is one massacre I'm looking forward to.
Let's see what this
Don't
says.
mistake luck with a show like this that requested me. I thank you from... Hello, and welcome to the show. I am so excited about this evening. In fact, the excitement is exciting me.
The excitement's exciting.
Each and every one of you that requested me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm sure many of you are saying how lucky to be with a show like this and to have a chance to be working with Andrew and all of these marvelous, fantastic talents. But please let me tell you.
So this is, what year is this?
Please don't mistake luck with shared, meant to be. And this is meant to be for a very special, special
It doesn't
reason.
say.
Andrew is not a dreamer. Andrew is not a thinker. Andrew is a doer, and he makes things happen. And I'm proud and excited to be a part of this night. Just being around these people excites me, and I have to say something to you.
It's weird. It's not mentioned in his.
This is one massacre.
Clay was booked to host the Saturday Night Live episode. Cast member Nora Dunn refused to appear in an episode due to the sexist and homophobic content of Clay's stand-up. Sinead O'Connor canceled her appearance as the episode's musical guest in protest. During Clay's opening monologue, security guards removed protesters from the studio. NBC used a 5-second tape delay to cut the offensive content from the live broadcast, but one remark escaped removal. The episode was the show's 4th highest rated episode of the season. He was huge. It's weird how I can't find. It's not mentioned in here, but this is like. By now, I think the act is running dry, and you got the Joey Buttafuoco bullshit. Oh, well, let's see. This is what he looks like. So, first of all, what he's dressed in is the slave suit. What's his name? Alan Thicke's kid got in trouble for wearing the slave suit in the MTV performance with Miley Cyrus. But the black and white striped suit like that was the slave suit. It's actually meant to be offensive. He doesn't think he looks cool. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Because at the end of the day, People don't talk about it enough. But according to the narrative that they give us, do I believe it? No. But according to the narrative that they give us, the friars are who controlled slavery. You know, the friar boats, the friar owners, the friar this, the friar that. The friars were the ones behind slavery. Yeah. But, by the way, I only have one viewer. One viewer and one like. Because I suck. If you're one of my one viewers, make sure you say hello so we know. Oh, now we jumped up to 3 and 2. Cool. Cool. I love how that works. You say it, things change. Nathan, look at your room. Cats. Everybody's eating their food now. Is he doing the spit dance? Spitting, blowing on the mic, shit. He's so gay, it's unreal. All of that shit. All of it. People used to do all of it. He should have had a deal with Marlboro. What's up, open-minded?
You know, I've been up here now for, I don't know, minute and a half. I haven't told you any jokes yet.
And the people are just
I've
laughing.
sort of just been smoking a cigarette. But you see, I can come on a stage in front of the whole country and sort of just smoke a cigarette for a minute, maybe 2, not tell you any jokes, and keep your attention. And the reason I could do that, ladies and gentlemen, is, well, the fact is, I'm just that fucking good. AJ, you hit that piano again, I'll bang your teeth through your shoes. Don't ever do that when I'm on live TV. Nice guy.
I'll bang your teeth through your shoes.
But I'm in a very happy mood. It's the Valentine's Day Massacre.
He just told the guy that's paid to be there to do the music, not to do it
I don't know
anymore.
where they are. I mean, here, you want a joke? All right, 2 vampires come into a bar, right? First vampire orders a Bloody Mary. Second vampire orders a cup of boiling water. So the first vampire says, "Hey, stupid, what's with the cup of boiling water?" So he takes out a used tampon and what?
No,
I haven't told you any jokes yet.
it's sorry, no,
Hey, Jay. First vampire orders a Bloody Mary. It's out a used tampon and he goes, "'Cause I'm making tea." Oh!
Well, that was funny. You hear that joke, Chubby Girl?
No.
Oh, this is a classic.
First vampire orders a Bloody Massacre. I got jokes. I mean, I got them. I don't know where they are. I mean, here, you want a joke? All right, 2 vampires come into a bar, right? First vampire orders a Bloody Mary. Second vampire orders a cup of boiling water. So the first vampire says, "Hey, stupid, what's with the cup of boiling water?" So he takes out a used tampon and he goes, "'Cause I'm making tea." Oh!
Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that funny?
I mean, what's the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer? The taste! Oh!
Oh, that's an old joke
I'm
then.
feeling good today. I mean, I had a little problem. was banging my neighbor's wife.
Wow, you must be
I was
awesome.
in the Valentine's Day spirit. And he comes in, he catches us, and he's going, hey, Dice, why you fucking my wife? So I told him, hey, your daughter wasn't home.
Seriously, do you are you guys just laughing right now? Are you just rolling on the floor? Dice, why you fucking my wife? 'Cause your daughter wasn't home. Oh. 8 or older? She probably. You guys laughing yet?
What's that? Very good. Soon you'll be talking in full sentences. What an asshole. Do I know you from James Madison? No. So why would you say it? Because you are a jerk-off. That's what I think. If I was a dick, I'd be in your mouth right now.
I mean, you like if he was a dick, he'd be in your mouth right now. Like, there's so many like latent homosexual jokes in his shit that you just go, wait a minute, wait, what? 12-year-old daughter,
Nice
exactly.
crowd. We got some hot-looking Valentine's Day. Who is it?
The girls, the females that would come to these shows, liked him. Liked to be called whoas and shit.
Know what I mean?
What?
Nice crowd, nice looking crowd. We got some hot looking Valentine's Day. Who is it? That's what the V stands for. You know what I mean? No, I'm very romantic though, I really am. And I say we got nice romantic people in the audience. You know, a lot of married. How many people here married?
Listen to it, it's funny.
Listen to those weak claps.
Watch this.
Now, I got a wife too, and my wife, she's something. I hate her! No, that's not true, but that's the way it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? You learn to hate them. At first you love them, then you hate them. Then you bang them. That's the way it is, you know? They're always...
If they didn't have the laughing box, I wouldn't know I was supposed to laugh.
breaking your balls, you know what I mean? It's like a couple weeks ago, my wife is like, how come we never go anywhere? I said, because that's the way it should be. She goes, well, I want to go away. Take me to the Poconos. Okay, so I figure, what the fuck? So what do? We go up to the Poconos. So I go from 2 feet of snow in New York to 10 feet in the Poconos. It's 20 degrees colder. You know what happens to your balls in that kind of weather?
Ha, balls.
They turn from balls into like Tic Tacs.
Balls to text.
So I was having a fucking blast.
Because we gotta just talk about my dick some more.
I'm watching this little show going. They had
I love when comedians like talk about how difficult it is to get women off. A big part of his earlier act was how, you know, and then you go down on the girl and you're spending like 4 hours down there trying to find the juice button, find the this and find the that, and you're so, it's just like, dude, it's not that difficult. Females are not that difficult. It's like every time a dude comes on there talking about that shit, I'm like, oh, you're tiny little pecker. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's cute.
A lot of newlywed people go up there. So there's this girl doing the show, and the women are on stage, and she's asking questions about the husbands who were sitting like right over there. They're not here now. They were there.
You're not here now, they were there.
She
was a tube of toothpaste, how big would it be? Traveling size? Family size?
Or plug. So most of their chicks were being real nice. You know, everybody's got the pump. So this one chick goes,
Traveling size.
now the guy's sitting right there. I feel bad for this guy, you know what I mean? I don't want to get involved, but you know me, I don't give a fuck, right?
I don't want to get involved, but I don't
said
get
to the girl
involved.
throwing the show, I said, give me the mic. You, honey? I gotta rephrase the question. Maybe you didn't understand it. How big is your pussy? Because you see, maybe he's really got the pump, and it's like throwing a hot dog in a hallway.
I didn't know he made up the hot dog in a hallway joke.
So then, I give her back the friggin' mic, and she goes, she's asking like the girls how many times they had sex, that, you know, that type of thing.
So wait. He's saying this other girl is up doing a show, and he interrupts the set to make this one comment, and then gives the mic back to the girl so she can finish her show, and he's not like kicked out or anything. Like, and yet he was just talking about the dude that was talking during his set. Interesting.
We're only here 3 hours, but we've had sex 5 times.
Honey, give me the mic.
Well, give me the mic. Yep.
Hold on. Here's your mic back. Married life is
She's a whore because she had sex 5 times with her husband.
You had a full head. Here's your mic back. Married life is rough. Like I look at you. You know. You had a full head of hair when you got married, right? So what happened to you, Mr. Valentine's Day head?
Dude, this guy has a
Hey, Uncle
ponytail.
How does that fucking feel? Hey,
He's
Mr.
balding
Clean,
on
maybe
top.
I'll be a fucking
He's got a
head.
turtleneck under his button-up shirt.
I mean, she's got you wearing a button-down shirt and a dickie underneath. What is that? This is what marriage is. How many years you married? Almost 2. Huh? She's happy. Nice tits, by the way. Just all. Big fucking tits. You know me. I love big tits. I believe in
This
them.
chick doesn't have big tits. She has a sweater on.
Isn't a mouthful enough?
No! Big fucking tits with the stretch marks. Maybe they got a third nipple involved somewhere.
This chick does not have big
They're
tits.
sitting on top of you, right? They're on top of you in bed, and the tits are above, and they're like swaying. And you're like jumping for nipples. Hey, you bastard! That's what I like. Big tits, a nice big fat ass, and a hairy bush to close the whole deal up. I'm funny that way. You know what I mean? So you're married 2 years. You feel you get along real well? You do, huh? You know each other pretty well. That's good, because I want to talk to you. You know, because I'm like Donnie in a lot of ways. All right, so you're married 2 years. What's your name, Snapperhead? Bruce. And your name, sweetheart? The leader with the big fat tits.
These guys are plants in the audience, of
How many years
course.
did you date before you got married?
A year and a half?
A year and a half. That's nice. Interesting. Dude, just by just talking, do you know like the last guy you went with before you met him? Do you remember his name?
No.
Don't ever lie to me.
Fucking
You never
lying.
told him like the guy you went with right before him? What was his name?
Joey?
Joey. And how long did you date Joey?
6 months.
6 months. You remember your first day with Joey?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
His apartment.
His apartment. You fucking pig. I like her.
This is just crazy. I'm doing a review.
Why do you keep looking at him? Did you really go to his apartment or you didn't?
We did.
You did. What'd you do at his apartment?
I ate popcorn.
You ate popcorn. All right. That's all right. You watched some TV probably, hung out, get to know each other. Did you give him a kiss goodnight? Stick your tongue in his mouth?
I think so. I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember. All of a sudden you don't You can remember like 5 years ago eating popcorn and watching TV, but you don't remember if you stuck your tongue in some other guy's mouth. Don't bullshit me.
Imagine if somebody did this to your wife.
Chase, did you or did you not suck his dick that night? No.
No.
Yeah, she jumped on that right away. No. Impossible for her. Tits the size of boulders. Well, when did you suck his dick? Oh, you never sucked his dick? All right, let's go to your husband for a minute. Do you remember your first time? Yeah. What happened? Let's forget dinner and dancing. What happened at the end of the night? She kissed you?
At the end of the night, right after she crushed me on the Cyclone at Coney Island, yeah, she kissed me.
She kissed you and she sucked your dick, didn't she?
Nah, that was the second date.
Second date. So my question is, why would she suck your dick on a second date and never suck Joey's dick in 6 months? See, to me, that's a lie. I don't buy that. I believe you sucked Joey's dick.
Why is this funny?
And you married her.
Have you guys laughed at any of this?
And you say you communicate with her. That's bullshit, because you know what happens in marriage? One day you're going to be walking in the mall, you're going to have a kid in the stroller, right? Some guy's going to come over, give a little kiss on the cheek. Oh, how you doing? You're going to shake his hand. Shake his hand, the same hand that at one time had 4 fingers up her snatch. Because she protects you from this. So now the guy's going to walk away, and you're going to be standing there going, hey, honey, who was that?
And he didn't even text
Oh,
me that.
just an old friend.
The old friend.
Oh, yeah?
Why would you ask your girl if she dated, you know,
What do you mean, what do I mean?
I will
I don't know.
if your girl dated a dude, she did shit with him. Like, get the fuck over it. Where do you think she learned how to do all the stuff that you like?
Right?
She doesn't have one, so she doesn't know how it works unless she
Doctor, call me when you're done. If
practices.
I'm not at the house. We'll be at the house. I thought he was giving you results on the blood work. I thought you were getting the results of the blood work and finding out if the final thing happened.
I mean, this whole bit is about his own insecurities. I'm sure you can get a couple of strikes on that. Maybe that's a good thing.
You ever take you to Disneyland? Think that's what I mean? Did you ever take a trip with? You think that's what? No, his balls ever dangle over your chin. That's what I'm talking about. Did you ever have your ass up in the air while he fucked you?
Why would you want to know that?
Dangle over your chin.
Like when it comes to my wife, if it's a dude from her past, I just assume she's had sex with him. I mean, it's you know, why not? She'll be like, yeah, that's the guy that you know delivered pizzas sometimes. I'll be like, oh, you fucked him too, huh? She just caught it. But seriously, like if you shouldn't ask. If it's not something you can handle, then don't ask. Besides, she's not going to tell you the truth. She's not going to tell you the truth, one, because she probably doesn't remember. And two, because she's had experience in this department. And she's told a dude before who she really liked, and he was super insecure and fucking treated her like shit because of it.
And that's what I'm talking about. Did you ever have your ass up in the air while he fucked you like this? That's what I mean.
Appealing to a bunch of insecure white men. That's his whole.
Up and down for 6 months. She's cute, she's sexy. Me, I'd eat the corn out of her shit.
Ew! Did you hear that one? He said, she's cute, she's sexy. Me, I'd eat the corn out of her shit. Like, no one is that hot. No one is hot enough that you would eat the corn out of their shit. Especially not this chick. But it gets better.
And not only corn. But it's good that you're married. It's Valentine's Day. You know, Valentine's Day is very important. You know what I mean? Well, it's not actually Valentine's Day. It will be in 2 days. I'm always before everybody else. That's why I do it like now. You know what I mean? Even in my house, like when I'm having sex, I don't play that game, you know, wait for the other person to come. You know, I don't play that. Whoever comes first wins. And I normally do. Hey, what are you going to get? Flowers. Oh, great. I know, you got to go through it, you know. You know what I bought my chick? I bought her like one of these rabbit coats. She likes rabbit coats. So I give it to her and she's going, oh, I can't wear that. You can't kill fur. It's wrong to kill the little bunny rabbit. No, honey, $3,500. $3,500, I can't wear that. Oh, you can't wear the fur because he's cute, he runs around with his little Karen, huh? But fuck the cow, right? Milk everything out of his balls, carve them up, turn them into office furniture, car seats, shoes, leather jackets, wallets, cut out his tongue, serve him in a Jewish deli on ride right, because he's a fucking dog. Fuck the cow, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, that's how the fuck the cow.
The cow walks around all day like a jerk. Moo. What the fuck?
And sexy products that actually make you sexier. Welcome to my series where I show you products that just work. And
This guy was huge.
All right.
Shit, something happened. Arm must have done it again. My stupid arms are so bulging. Like I'm just so jacked that my arm constantly keeps hitting the thing.
All day like a jerk. Moo. Shut the fuck up already.
Yeah.
It's like fucking the ugly chick at a party, you know what I mean? You're never gonna call her again. Yeah, nice meeting you. See, I know how it happened to you. I know how you get sucked in. Like, look at this couple in love. Look at this guy, hey?
Like this is it. This is where it gets real fucking crazy. Look at this. Yeah.
Joey Cadillac, we call him. Look at that. Isn't he special, honey?
He wants to be Dice Man forever. So bad. She actually has big tits.
Hey, Ma! Hey! I'm a guy. Joey Cadillac's in love, too. See, he used to be like Joey and his girlfriend, banging all the time. But you know what happens? It gets boring once you're married. It becomes routine. It's like you got a checklist when you get in bed. All right. Tits, lick them, check. Neck, bitted, check. 2 pumps, he's out cold. And there's no excitement about it. It's like, okay, honey, bang time. All right, lay on your back. Here we go. All right, nice. Tell you what, lay on your side. Let me spoon you for a second. All right, not bad. All right, ass in the air. Let's finish this thing. Oh! It's like you bang for an hour and you come for 2 seconds. You know what I mean? I don't go for that. I'd rather bang for 2 seconds and come for a half hour.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Come like I'm taking a piss, you know what I mean? I want it to be like an Uzi machine gun bouncing off my head. I want to write my name in the floor. I want to see a head when I'm coming. I want it to look like Frosty the Snowman with a fucking carrot hanging out of my mouth.
What?
Because also, as you get older, guys, listen to me for you younger guys. As you get older, you always come inside. You always gotta have that big orgasm inside. You know why? It ain't big no more. It's what I call the lazy load. It's like this one sperm that's hanging on the bottom of your balls. And he's almost like, oh, come on, don't do this to me, not now. right? But when you're younger, you never come in them. Never. You don't even think about it. You want to show them what you could do. It's like, hey, honey, I'm going to come now. Move over. You see that lamp all the way in your parents' living room? There, watch this. That's coming like a fucking sprinkler system. Coming on her face, you're 18 years old, she starts singing, raindrops keep falling on my head. That's what it's about, huh, Joey? Joey fucking Cadillac. You think I don't know about her? Chicks like I studied a vagina. It's like I'm eating this chick's dungeon the other day. And girls, you really gotta keep it clean down there. Because it smelled like cow shit, I gotta be honest with you. I'm sticking.
It smells like cow shit? Who the fuck is this guy fucking whose pussy smells like cow shit?
Tic Tacs in there. Listerine. I'm spraying rain. I didn't get rid of the stink, but I killed the bugs, you know what I mean? And everybody else on the plane was watching this. Oh, my fucking neck. Hey, see, I helped you out with your relationship. You should be thankful. You should be thankful. You should be blowing me right now. Because I love blowjobs. I believe it. You know what I mean? Some guys get a little shy about it. They almost can't believe it's happening. You know what I mean? Because it could be a girl you're taking out, maybe second date, like you said. Maybe you met the family. They told you what a terrific girl they brought up. She went to the finest schools. Half hour later, she's going to get dick like it's the Last Supper. And you're looking down like, I don't believe this. I went to the gym today, I didn't shower. Hey, if she don't smell it, I don't smell it. You don't just look out the window. Like truck drivers look in, see your head bobbing. And you're looking at them like, she dropped something. You gotta talk to her. You gotta show her some enthusiasm. Get her excited about sucking your dumb dick. You look down. Hey, honey, you're doing a great job down there. I'll tell you what. Let's get my asshole into the mix. Come on, make my balls dance. And then you're gonna have to start cheating. You know that. Look at his face now. Like, why are you doing this to me, Dice? What did I ever do to your Dice? Because you're a cocksucker, I say. You gotta know how to cheat. You gotta know how to lie. I do. Because every night when I'm going out, and I do go out every single night, my wife's standing there like, well, what time are you coming home? How the fuck would I know? Did I leave the house yet? Can I read my own fucking mind? So now you go out, right? You come home like 5, 6 in the morning. Now your wife is pacing back and forth. Where were you?
I was having coffee.
My whole car rolled over, right? The fucking motor went flying out of the fucking thing over there. A truck ran over my legs. It was crazy. I had to fix the whole fucking thing by myself. No, you weren't. You were with somebody. I'm telling you, a fucking truck. No, you were with somebody. And then you gotta be like, hey, honey, let me put it to you this way. Do you want to hear about the 3 hookers I picked up in a bar that licked my balls all night long? Or do we want to stick with the truck story and keep this fucking family together?
Oh.
But you won't get away with it. You're better off just jerking off and picking
The fact that, oh look, it's Iowa Cop Watch is back. That Iowa Cop Watch is a pedo, you guys. I forgot about Iowa Cop Watch. But of course, he's gonna be like, when I see you, I picture you sucking dick so much. I would just, you know, not a bong. Yep, that I'm blowing it. This guy's a fucking pedophile, man. People need to get on this dude's fucking case. Iowa Cop Watch fucks with kids. I have no problem saying it. It's been proven on this feed before. He's a fucking piece of shit. Pretends to be this Cop Watch guy, but he's a piece of shit. All you can do is make false accusations. Yep, that's all I can do. You didn't just come on here and talk about your fantasies of dudes blowing things, right? right? That's you didn't do that. You didn't before when we were talking about killing pedos and shit. You didn't start defending pedos and then attacking me for wanting pedos to be killed. Nah, you didn't do all that. You're the one that outs yourself, doofus. Again, no denial here. You know? No denial. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's fucking gross. Yada yada. Anything like that. He just thinks it's funny. It's what it is. He's probably a big Dice fan.
Why are you looking at her? Don't she know you jerk off?
Iowa cop
You
watched
jerk
the
off together,
pedophile.
maybe we're close. What do you think? She don't masturbate, huh? Get the fuck out of here. You'll come home one day, see a die-hard battery and jumper cables on the nightstand. With the Energizer bunny running back and forth like still going.
Okay. I'm known for my false accusations, right? You didn't just come on here and do that, right? Gotcha. That's not what I said. I said some shit. You're saying, man, you sound crazy as fuck. You sounded like a crackhead. Yup, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yep. You remember that you said that, but you don't remember that thing I was saying, do you? Or are you going to make that one up too? What do you mean, dude? I'm literally sitting here telling you you're making false accusations and I'm denying it. No, you're saying I'm making false accusations. That could be about anything. That could be, whatever. But you also said you didn't just come in here and put out your weirdo fantasies about me blowing shit. You're a pedophile, dude. It's okay. It's not okay, actually. You'll pay the piper one day. You'll get it. You'll get yours.
The fucking motor went flying out of the fucking thing over there. Like still going type of thing. Get the fuck out of here. Of course she jacks off. Look who she lives with. You know what I mean? Look, what, you heard from me already? Look, he said,
I want to see the one part. I'm trying to see where he talks to Joey Cadillac. Because the shit he does is so creepy. Quit being ignorant. Yep, I'm being ignorant. Yep. For once, I gotta speak for once. I never talk, says the pedo.
This morning, I woke up, I had pins and needles in my foot. So I cut the fucking thing off. Because me, I don't give a fuck. Gotta be more like Joey. Joey's got pizzazz, he's got style. Joey, I could turn you into something really special.
Watch this.
Like what? You don't have to be Joey all your life. You know who you could be? You could be Bobby the Beef Puppet.
Bobby the Beef Puppet.
See the way you're holding her hand, the way you're kissing ass. That's no good, Joey. You gotta lay the rules down. Go ahead, get out. Hey, Joey, you don't have to hit. He never hits you, does he? No, he loves you. He kisses you. He feels your bosom.
Bosom.
Come on, tell me one good fucking thing that goes on. So you want to become Bobby the Beef Puppet, Joey?
Bobby the Beef Puppet.
Come here. Come here, Joey.
Watch this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Mr. Blue Jean himself. I don't know why you don't do those guest commercials, Joey. You're a special kind of person.
He's got his pompadour, got his collar all turned up.
You do exactly what I do.
This is gonna make you cool.
Do exactly what I do. You're gonna look like the biggest jerk off in the world. Okay? All right. Oh, yeah. Who did I think I was fucking with here? All right, now light it, Joey. All right, very good. Very good. Oh, all right, cigarette in the right hand. Let's warm up, Joey. All right. First thing away.
Look at this is how you look cool.
Follow me. All right? All right, let me feel it. You do what I do. All right.
If some guy did this to you in the bar, what would you do, females?
Here we go.
He looks like he has Tourette's. He looks like he has fucking something wrong with him.
Second move, you ready, Joey? Don't try to ad-lib with me, all right, Joey? Here we go, second move. All right, you ready for the third move, Joey? All right, here we go.
Because that's fucking cool, right?
All right, I see a little lady sitting right over there, right? Now you want to become Bobby the Beef Puppet. So all you got to do is look into her eyes and go, what's her name? Lori. No, from now on she's Bubbles, okay? Forget Lori. You go, hey, Bubbles, yeah, you with the big fat tits. From now on, I am not Joey. From now on, baby, I am Bobby the fucking Beef Puppet. And I want to feel attitude.
Bobby the fucking Beef Puppet.
Do it, just do it.
I
He's
feel like
like-
a jerk.
Exactly.
That's not what I said, Joey. Do what I tell you to say. All right, now let's start it again. Hey, Bubbles. I thought you had a cool about you.
This guy says, I don't think you actually have a point. I think you just did it for attention at this point. Duh. Why not get me to understand? Get you to understand what, you fucking doofus? You pedophile piece of shit? What's wrong with you? You came in here talking about wanting to blow something. You came in here with your weird gay fantasies. You got called out. And you haven't made an actual point since. So what are you even doing anymore? You know you're just making yourself look dumber and dumber and dumber, right?
Don't do my De Niro impression. I'll do my De Niro. All right, Bubbles, from here on in, big tits. And you know about her big tits, don't you? 34C. That's what I wore the last time I looked. Oh! Bubbles, big tits. From now on, I am not Joey. I am Bobby the fucking Beef Puppet.
Hey, Bubbles.
Don't look at me. That was good.
I'm looking over there.
Don't look at me.
I'm looking over there.
You look at her. Let's try it from the top. Right, lick your collar. Okay, good. Come on, go. All right, do it now.
Flick your collar up,
From
yep.
now on, you call me Bobby. You're interrupting me here.
He's got, look at how he's got his checkerboard on his jacket. The random guy has a checkerboard on the back of his jacket.
You're interrupting me here.
Look at, I'm sure that's just a coincidence, right?
Bubbles, big tits. You got that?
Big tits.
From now on, all right. All right, good. Let's go. You're up.
Bubbles with the big tits.
All right.
From now on, you call me Bobby the Beef Puppet.
Dude, Ty Dice is just ruining this.
All right.
Look at your YOUR just outing your what? At this point, your YOUR projecting. This guy isn't even making sentences anymore that make sense and doesn't know which your to use. Using both yours in the same sentence, sorta, but can't even get his yours right. But let's take him serious, right? Let's take this doofus, this pedophile seriously, right?
Tits, you got that down, right? Very good, very spectacular. Tomorrow we're going to teach you how to tie your own shoelaces, okay? All right, very good. Bubbles, big tits. From now on, I'm not Joey. You got that? I am Bobby the fucking...
Oh God, this is so cringe. I can barely even keep it up. Like I don't even want to keep watching it, but I have a point to prove.
Bubbles.
All right, there's only about
Big tits. From now on,
I'm already...
No, the joke didn't. You did, because I know who you are, you goofy ass pedo. As soon as I saw who it was, yeah, I remember the last time. Unfortunately for you guys, I have a mind like a steel device used to catch things. A trap! He just keeps dragging this shit out.
Doubles, big tits. From now on, you don't call me Joey. You call me Bobby the Beef Puppet.
Nope. Bobby the fucking beef puppet. He forgot that. Oh, I'm surprised Dice didn't stop him there. Oh, that's so cringy. God, it's just so cringy.
Bubbles, let me ask you a question. How did you ever bang this imbecile? I could just imagine him picking you up in a bar. See, I know how to pick a chick up.
Watch
See
this.
how you pick a chick up?
What? This is how you pick a chick up at the
All
bar.
right. Hey, Jake, give me something soft, something smooth. All right, this is how it works. All right, so you see the girl in the bar you like, right?
You start looking like you're fucking retarded. Hold your cigarette in your mouth like you're a duck. Right, because that's how you look at girls you want to fuck with.
I don't do that for a lot of crowds. You want to see it again? Watch this.
That's the shit he does to pick up broads?
How you doing, baby?
How you doing, baby?
Name's Bobby. Bobby the Beef Puppet.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know, baby, I couldn't help notice your big fat dicks
Yeah.
across the room.
I've got a leftist meltdown. I'm a leftist meltdown videos. My leftist meltdown videos. Yep, that's me. You can't have a proper conversation without insults. That's funny but sad, says the guy who literally started by fantasizing about me blowing something because I hit my bowl that he called a bong. Gosh, I shouldn't have started with such insults with my leftist videos, right? This is the best this guy can come up with. Understand he's trying really, really hard. He's not like sitting on some really good argument, waiting for the best time to spring it on me and then shut down this whole shit. Oh, look how stupid you look now. He's trying so hard to come up with something. He can't even get this, like he's not even typing properly. He's typing fucking goofy ass sentences where he can't even spell correctly. That's what we're up against, right? That's what people who want life to be better for everyone, that's what we're up against. These genocide supporting, Trump supporting pedos out there who fucking, just keep pushing that fucking ball along. This is your average everyday dumbass. That's the real problem. Bobby has the Beetlejuice suit on. It's actually it's the old slave uniform. Probably why Beetlejuice had it on. Keep giving the content, and said you sucking on it hard like it's a guy. It means you gotta lay off it, and you tweaking. Nope, that's not what you said. No, what you said specifically was blowing that bong like it's a man is weird of you. Oh, man. Yeah, again, you just don't have... Oh, you're not a Trump supporter. Joke's on you. Oh, joke's on me that you're not 100% stupid, just mostly stupid. Have you seen any of Iowa's vids? I went to his page one time, like just to see who it was and let everybody know in the comments that he's a pedophile. But I didn't watch. I can't remember. I do think from what I remember, it was pretty embarrassing. But we'll see.
You really got big fat tits.
That's what you say, broads, to get them.
Hey, sweetheart, baby. What do you like? Screaming orgasm? Oh! How about a little sex on the beach? Oh, yo, fuck! Now you gotta be honest with the chick. It bubbles. I could tell you got a real hairy snapper down there.
What the fuck?
As a matter of fact, I wish I was your gynecologist.
Ugh.
Because I know how to read lips. Oh, baby! Oh, yeah, and I wouldn't be the cold type of guy.
The worst thing is, there are so many dudes that see this and saw this and actually think it's, yeah, this is what you do. That's why we have such bad reputations in this world. That and the we're told not to give up kind of bullshit. And that getting the nut is super important to begin with. So there's a few key features here. But
with the bright lights and the white outfit, not me. I'd be dressed in pajamas. Have the lights down low, little sexy music.
he'd be in pajamas.
Come in a little uptight. I'd be like, hey, relax, Bubbles. Little Don Perignon before we get started. Look at them bullets sticking through your shirt. I'll tell you what, B. Sit up on the table, just one leg. Ooh, look at that cracker jack.
This is what he says to chicks in the bar, right? I guarantee, I 100% guarantee Iowa Cop Watch does not show anybody this video. I fucking guarantee it. He does not show anybody what a weird-ass, homophobe, pedophile doofus he is. And how stupid he is. Because again, has this dude made a single fucking point? Other than he thinks it's weird to hit a putt. Should I hit it real soft? If I hit it soft, is that how you like it? You like when dudes hit it softly? This fucking coward won't do a goddamn thing. He would never show anybody my shit because he'd lose his fucking audience.
Then I tell it turn over. I rip down a panties.
Yeah.
All right, you got a yeast infection. Come see me in a week. All right, end the music. I was just giving him a little lesson.
That was his lesson on how to pick up broads. And it ends with a yeast infection. Who the fuck thinks that's good? Iowa Cop Watch.
You see how I even have the respect to call you Bobby now? Now all the people that saw you on TV are going to come over to you. And within 6 months, you're going to want to kill me because you go, I can't take this Bobby the Beat puppet bullshit anymore. But you were a big enough Jacob to come up here. I dig you. Fucking Bobby the Beat puppet. He's unbelievable. But you're tough. I see you got an attitude. I got an attitude. It's like the other night, right? I'm sitting in this
So
restaurant.
the Bobby guy is an actual Italian. Dice is pretending to be Italian.
I'm with my lady. And this guy comes walking in. I wrap his fucking head on the table. We throw him in the fucking car. Hey, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, you are a great crowd. We got a great show. This is our Valentine's Day show.
Wait,
We
what?
have all the comedians
He just
here.
said a guy came into the bar, he wrapped his head on the bar because he doesn't give a fuck. You're a great crowd. Let's bring out the next comedian. That's literally what the fuck this doofus just said. Oh, let's see. The last video Iowa Cop watched posted was a year ago. He has no lives. A short from I don't know when, but
What? What we do?
oh, he sounds like a goofus. What do we do?
What we do?
What do we do? What do we do?
I have a resident who lives there says her boyfriend's been knocking on the door. She hasn't given me any description.
Okay.
I have his name.
Okay.
Mind if I just ask for IDs?
Nope. Nope.
Huh? Hey, I'm looking for Mason Welsh. Either of you Mason Welsh?
Nope. Nope.
You guys have no.
Boy, this is sure some cop watching here.
My ID. Gotta show you my ID.
Okay. Can I ask where you guys are going tonight?
None of your business.
Going home?
None of your business, he says.
I can honestly tell you are definitely
White
not
boy
wrong.
from Iowa.
I can tell you that right off the bat. I don't.
That's my son, so.
You mind if I just put a flashlight in your face? Mason's got face tattoos. I didn't see on. You honestly not see I ain't got no tattoos?
I ain't got no tattoos. I ain't got no tattoos.
You guys have a good night.
Oh, goodness.
Look at I knew exactly he was gonna stop to harass us, man.
Sounds like he doesn't have teeth. Sounds like he has meth teeth.
Fucking pigs, man.
Fucking pigs, man. Oh, Jesus. His biggest video has 5.6 on it, it looks like. Threats police retaliation and dad gets assaulted.
You pulling us over for no light on the sidewalk? Stop this name. He's being a fucking. This was something we did earlier.
Oh yeah, I figured that.
Doesn't seem like much cop
Just
watching
give
is
him your name.
going
He's being
on.
a fucking.
It seems like it's more like they get fucked with, so. And then he just told the guy to give him his ID. I thought you weren't supposed to give your ID, tough guy.
We were on the sidewalk. This is why people hate you, bitch ass.
It's why people
Why
hate you,
people hate
bitch
you
ass.
guys, you pieces of shit.
You pieces of
Fucking
shit.
faggot.
He's dropping
My
F-bombs.
motherfucking dick. I ain't got no ID. Trevor Zerby, 72797. I'm only saying it once, so if you forget it, then that's on you.
Trevor Verby,
I already
72797.
said it, that's on you.
Trevor Verby.
You said we were doing it earlier. Why didn't you stop us? Why keep going down the road then?
Oh, goodness. This is fucking goofy.
Is that law for order?
Is that law for order?
Anywhere. We gave you our name. What do you want? We gave you our name.
Oh, man. Look at these guys. Cop watching.
Okay, watch this. Hey, watch this. Hey, you know I got a YouTube channel, right?
I got a YouTube channel. My videos get like 100 views.
Numbers now.
Put that on camera. Put that on camera.
I am. I got the whole thing. Him admitting him. Hey, I got him admitting on camera saying we did it earlier. He said we did it earlier. Why didn't he stop us earlier then? We were on the sidewalk. Why we need a bike light for the sidewalk?
This is the one with 5.6K views. Yeah. All right, I'm done. That's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing. He sounds like he's on all the meth.
Have another one right there.
He absolutely sounds like your standard Iowa meth head. With that missing teeth lisp, not the natural, normal, born with lisp. Well, I guess you are born with the no teeth lisp, but that's different. Hey, baby.
There's no rush.
No. Why don't you hop up on that counter and show me that hairy snatch? What? No, that's how I pick you up at the bar. I'm looking at you from across the bar and I'm flapping my hands and then I do one of these. Doesn't that make you think I'm a macho man?
No.
Oh, man. Iowa Cop Watch sure did bounce in a fucking hurry, didn't he? Oh, what a clown. What a fucking clown. You know, it's been close to a year since we've seen him. It's been quite a while. I don't know, maybe 6 months. I don't know when it was, but hasn't posted in a year. I wonder if he's been in meth jail. Got out of meth jail and was like, I gotta find that guy. I mean, granted, it's probably like, what is Iowa? 2 hours behind? I don't know. I don't know where the line for that is. But it's like 5, 6 in the morning where he is. At least it was when the video started. But hey, you know.
Eat cats?
I'm wrong. Just like I'm wrong about everything else, I'm wrong about this too. This whole video being about dice. What a waste of time. What a waste of fucking time. It's more of a, you know, it just shows you what I'm talking about. It shows you, like, you know, how we get programmed, how they use this shit to program us, and who they use, and all of it. He should tell us all his best video and promote his channel. No, he's gone. He ran away, tail between his legs. He ran away with the meth between his legs. And my dad got arrested. And again, none of his videos necessarily seem to be cop watch videos. They seem to be him being fucked with by police because apparently they know who he is. They probably monitor him pretty well. Comes on here, his first comment is some weird gay joke. Tells you all you need to know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, well, I think this video has run its course. This is weird when nobody says anything, you know. You know, I still just wait to be shown the parts I'm wrong about. Please, show me how I'm wrong about Israel. Show me how I'm wrong about the friars and everything they do and all that shit. Please, I'd love to see it. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love for you to show me the way. Take me tonight to the river, wash my illusions away. Iowa Central Time Zone. Don't know where you are. It's an hour behind me in Eastern. It's only Central? Oh, wow. I thought it would have been at least Mountain. So it's just an hour. Okay. He's not, we can't run with the, I was wrong. It's not that early. I wasn't sure where Iowa was offhand. You know, because offhand, Michigan. You know, before we go, let's just do one quick check. Let's see what the Google machine has to tell us about what's goings on in the world right now. Well, in one place right now. All right. News, sort by date. 10 minutes ago, hostages remains are on way to Israeli forces in Gaza, IDF says, citing Red Cross. I mean, I always find this really strange how in all of these narratives, people are keeping dead bodies for long periods of time. How? How do you keep a dead body for any long period of time without doing, like, you know, the what's necessary to preserve it? Isn't it such a weird thing? And then, you know, how Israel is always so, like, determined that they have to get even the dead bodies back. I think most people have forgotten that prior to October 7th false flag, maybe a month or 2, 3 earlier, an Israeli kid was driving around in his Corvette in the Gaza Strip running people off the road, you know, honking at people, throwing shit at people, yelling at people. He was drunk and being stupid, and he ends up crashing his car. And he either dies in the crash or dies on the way, something, but he's dead. And they had to take him to the Palestinian hospital because it was the closest one, but the body was stolen. The dead body was stolen. Israel was gearing up to do the October 7th response based on this getting this dead body back, and threatened to, but it wasn't received well. The official narrative is that they threatened to bring the full invasion, and then suddenly the body just shows back up in the hospital. No suspects, no footage, no nothing, which is just bullshit. What I think happened is the feedback wasn't positive. Like they weren't, there wasn't enough sympathy by the system. Like they thought if we do this based on a dead body, that won't be perceived well. So we need to come up with something worse, an October 7th type of event. Al Jazeera says 10 minutes ago, Israel says Red Cross receives remains of deceased Gaza captive. Again, that's just so fucking weird. These people have nothing. Everything's being bombed. They're constantly being bombed. They're hiding. They're, you know, it's just a massacre every single day of their lives. And yet they're carting around these dead remains just in case. Let's see. We got something else here. Repent before it's too late, says a dumbass. Way to introduce yourself, like way to come on here and scream, hey, I'm a dumbass, without actually screaming, hey, I'm a dumbass. I got to give you credit on that one. Have you ever been so far as to even pretend to even want to go do more like? Have you ever been so far as to pretend to even want to go do more like? Does that make sense? Am I missing something here? Have you ever been so far as to pretend to even want to go do more like? Are you manipulating me? Dude, imagine if you joined my VR chat furry community. That would be the best decision of your life. I bet. You know what? You have everything. I like you, though you sneaky, you threat to humanity. I want you to be in my organization. Kind of fucking, just desperate weirdo trying to stop the conversation from moving forward. 14 minutes ago, the Irish Times says, Palestinian economy suffers collapse after Israel-Hamas conflict, UN says. At least they called it a conflict and not a war, because it's not a war. A war would be equal sides fighting each other, casualties on both sides. It'd be pretty substantial. ABC News says, Israel, Gaza, live updates. Netanyahu alleges new ceasefire violation over hostage remains. Israel has been dropping bombs and killing people every day since the, quote, ceasefire. And they've started to attack Lebanon. Well, they've elevated their attacks on Lebanon. Increased their attacks on Lebanon. Red Cross retrieves hostage remains in Gaza. The Jerusalem Post is in Lebanon. Whoop, not allowed to. I accept their cookies. Oh, the Harrods. Gotta love the cookies. Red Cross on the way to hand over hostage body to Israeli forces, IDF says. Again, all of these hostage bodies get given to Israel, so there is no examination or anything like that. The narrative is just completely controlled. Look, Mackenzie dislikes Dub is a proud pedophile. Look at this shit. God, I wish we could really, truly out this person. I wish they weren't a fucking piece of shit coward and they would, dox themselves. Because this person is a pedophile. Now they're out here proudly acknowledging that they're pedophile. But actually, if they were to give their Israeli address, what could anybody do about it? This is a piece of shit pedophile, proud to be one. I mean, at this point, like, how do you even, like, there should be some sort of recourse available, right? You should be able to say, I found an admitted pedophile. This guy is, he's proud to be a pedophile, according to him. Let's do something about it. It's fucked up, man. Jordan slams Israel for destructive meddling in Syrian affairs. Ooh, good stuff.
Got her tongue sticking out.
Jerusalem Post. Israel wastes 2.6 million tons of food worth $7.2 billion in 2024. That's how fucking frivolous their lives are. That's how opulent and carefree their lives are. A country with maybe 10 million people in it wasted 2.6 million tons of food worth $7.2 billion in 2024 alone. According to them, that's the Jerusalem Post. Anash.org says, Israel poised to end decades of U.S. defense aid. Yeah, right. They're also pushing for an extended 20-year memorandum of understanding. So what the fuck are we talking about here? In a move that could dramatically reshape Israel's defense policy, the government is preparing to overhaul one of the bedrock elements of the relationship with the United States, the $4 billion annual security aid package that has long anchored U.S.-Israeli ties. Decades earlier, the RIBI had urged Israel to wean itself from American military support. In a move that could... Same fucking statement. Prime Minister bitch-ass piece of shit Benjamin Netanyahu has already signaled the coming shift, saying Israel is poised to move toward much greater independence and expects to announce a plan soon to reduce the country's reliance on U.S. funding. Like, this is where it's just such an insulting joke. Because it was last week that they were talking about the memorandum of understanding being extended from a 10-year plan to a 20-year plan. I mean, seriously, they just know that most of you aren't paying attention. I mean, that just has to be it. I can't understand this. In a closed-door meeting of the Knesset's Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee several months ago, Netanyahu reportedly told lawmakers, I think we will need to wean ourselves off American military aid. I mean, they act like, kids, 18, 19, starting off on their own, and I don't need mom and dad's money anymore. Like, why should we give them military aid to begin with? For half a century, dating back to the aftermath of the 1973 Yom Kippur War, the U.S. has provided Israel with trillions in annual defense assistance. Under the current terms, however, almost the entire sum must be spent on American-made weapons, making the aid package a substantial subsidy for the U.S. defense industry. Not fucking true. Not true. That's such bullshit. As a matter of fact, anytime you hear about like how Trump recently just signed an emergency $6 billion aid package to Israel, They don't pay that. There are all sorts of extra military grants and all kinds of shit set aside that pay for that. We pay for that. And the memorandum of understanding that was ratified, I don't know, was signed initially by Obama, did say that there were two, quote, concessions that Netanyahu had to agree to get the $3.8 billion a year for 10 years. And that was that they had to use the money to buy American weapons, and they weren't allowed to ask for more money until this had run out. But it seemed to be ratified by the Trump administration, and what was then put in, put out was the same thing, all the same shit, except the two concessions were removed. And in place of it was that the U.S. would keep a cache of weapons in Israel for emergency purposes that Israel had access to anytime they needed. And if you remember back a few years ago, a couple of years ago, whatever, there was an instance where we were trying to give aid to Ukraine. And when they went to the coffers in Israel, they were empty. And it was like a deal for like a day, remember? Maybe you probably don't. You probably don't. You don't follow this shit like I do. But this whole thing, like, they act like if Israel didn't want to be reliant on American aid, they couldn't just be like, all right, we're done getting aid. They just have to do it. They have to get aid. And the fact that it's even presented to us like this is so insulting. We give Israel money so they can buy weapons from us to stimulate our economy. How does that make sense? I mean, really, like seriously, you can like me, hate me, all that shit, all you want to. Just answer this simple shit. You're saying it's not insulting that the government is like, we need to trick the people into letting us arm Israel. So we give them money, so they have to buy weapons from us because, like, does not stimulate our economy. What would stimulate our economy is to not give them money. Seriously, notice how quiet everyone gets in the comment section when this shit starts coming up. Because they're Israeli trolls, and they can't deny, debunk, argue anything I say. So either they, try to change the subject, which also makes them look bad, or they stay quiet. But notice all of them, they're all gone. All the trolls disappear when you start reading the facts. 7 people watching, 9 people watching, keeps jumping. I would say at least half are the Israeli trolls, so why aren't they more vocal? We have the pedo on here. We know the pedo's here. The proud pedo, apparently. Very proud pedo. They're fucking just a piece of shit, so can't expect much from them. How did it affect me? Like, when we vote for a new president, none of this affects me because I have no control. That's how I feel. Honestly, I don't vote because my vote doesn't matter. For damn sure. Like, you're saying two different things there. After 2016, if you still think your vote matters, you're a fucking moron. But this does affect you. And this affects you so much more than you think it does. It's the free speech to criticize this that you're not allowed to have. It's your tax dollars being stolen from you. And the only way we actually get to change any of it is by more and more people understanding what's happening. because it's a numbers game. We outnumber them tremendously. They make up 0.183% of the world's population. They only make up 2% of the United States population. The only reason you think you can't do anything about it is because they've told you can't. But you're smart enough to realize that if 8 billion people decide to turn their fucking backs on the system, that the 0.183% isn't going to be able to do shit about it. It affects me, but I and you have no control. I mean, if that was true, then what I do wouldn't be censored. If they weren't desperately terrified of not just someone like me, but me getting a voice, they wouldn't do what they can to censor it, to stifle things. There's clearly interference on my page on a level that's unseen anywhere else. Why? Because they know how dangerous it is. Why do you think they're putting out so many Ian Carrolls, Stu Peters, Nick Fuentes, Dan Blazarians? Why do you think they're letting those people get that voice? Because they understand that the illusion is shattered. And it's crumbling all around them. And they know they have to get ahead of things so that they can control things. And if they can get the people that are speaking out against them to still be dumbass Christians, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, they might lose a footing in one way or another. They might even have to back off a little bit for a little while. But at the end of the day, the Bible is a Jewish fairy tale. Right? So everybody that is a good, proud Christian and all that, they're still in that circle. They're still being controlled. And you see this literally 100%. 100% of the truthers. There's not another truther out there like me that doesn't, that I know of, that doesn't believe this shit. That calls out religion like I do. I mean, like, the most disappointing one to me is actually Ian Carroll, because I want Ian Carroll to be legit so bad. I want him to be the guy that is actually that guy, right? Because what he says so often is just fantastic shit. Like, he's actually really, really great at informing people, at research and all that, like the character at least. But same thing, Coop is another one. Coop put out some of the best videos I've ever seen, while at the same time putting out some of the biggest distraction videos I've ever seen. Like, it reminds me of, so let's see. Every video won't be heard without money, and that's why it doesn't. No, YouTube won't take my money. I don't know how many people you know that YouTube won't take their money, but YouTube won't take my money. What the fuck was I just going to talk about? Good God, I completely forgot what I was going to say. I was going to tell a story. Oh well. Circle is in. Circle is tainted. Ew. How does one reform a government that's so set in stone? I don't know. We stop participating is one part, but we have to remove those in charge. Like, government is good. I'm not opposed to government. The vast majority of the people aren't capable of living their lives independently, and who wants to? The last thing I want to do is be responsible for my own food, for my own, like, electricity and shit like that. Like, no. Government's not a bad thing. It's the people in control of the government that's the problem. God damn, I was going to tell a good story and I forgot. That's why I hate reading the comments, because then I forget what I'm going to say. It was a story about something that happened. I just can't remember what it was. I don't even remember what it was about. But not even participating, the ones that are those who count, they won't care about those who aren't participating. I don't understand. You know, everybody cares. Most people don't think they're allowed to. You know, in the right circumstances, everybody talks about how fucked up Israel is, how mean that the chosen are, you know, all that shit. We all talk about it. How much you hate having a friar boss because he's a douchebag, talks down to you. We all know it. We just don't talk about it because we're told we're not allowed to. And so many of you are dumbass Christians who think, you know, those are your eternal salvation revolves around you shutting the fuck up and doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, it's you know, it's all just illusion and misdirection, and you know, it's bullshit. So you have 8 million potential votes, but only 5 million votes. But only 5 million vote these 5 million people who choose the fate of the 3 who didn't. But they don't, because voting's an illusion. Again, if you still believe voting matters after 2016, I just don't know what you're looking at. And it's much more like there are, you know, hundreds of millions of potential voters and very few actually vote comparatively. But it's all just bullshit, you know. You believing in I was given 2 choices so I picked one being some sort of legitimate thing is just fucking, it's stupid. If voting is an illusion, then just not voting helps. What do you do? I mean, I think it would be amazing if they expected a voter turnout of X amount of people and 5% showed up. 3% showed up. If we didn't partake in it, and we, you know, the thing is, I don't have all of the answers. I would absolutely, like, I don't believe myself to be some sort of dictator who knows everything and has all the information. There are people out there that do know much better, do have much better ideas. And when it comes to certain elements of things, know, you know, more and better of what to do or what could be done. I would definitely have a large cabinet of experts to help, because they're just going to do what they want. They will until we don't let them. I mean, it's really simple. Like, we just have to stop allowing it. You know, I'd stop accommodating it. Personally, I've said this time and time again. When I win the presidency in 2028, I will. The first thing I'm going to do is, first or second, you know, the pedo thing is number one. We make pedophilia and anything associated with it punishable by death. Only by death. Okay? But you know, I would make the cult illegal. You know, if you want to be in the cult, you know, all the power to you. You can move to Israel, and this will be the last little bit of money that you get from the United States is the you know, trip to Israel money. We'll give you that last We'll move you and your family, and we'll even let you take your shit. We'll help you guys migrate to Israel. And at the same time, you know, tell the Palestinians, look, we understand your predicament, but we're going to put you up in the United States for free. You know, until you get yourself in order, and you can fix your own shit, we're going to put you up for free. And if the land ever opens back up again, which I kind of think it will, then you'll have the first class plane ticket back. But let's get you out of the danger zone. Let's let them live their lives in peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. Because I'm sure if the U.S. was no longer backing Israel, then, Israel would survive no problem, right? Why should I vote for you if it doesn't matter? I mean, to prove a point, if I win the election by an overwhelming margin and they pull the same electoral college bullshit, that just elevates my platform. But it would also, it proves the point. Like, if I could win and then they stole that from me, then look where I would sit. Look at how high I would sit up. And I really do think that given the ability to speak and speak the issues, I think most people would agree with me. There's no fucking reason we should be giving Israel anything other than like bombs and shit, like dropping them on there. But you already know because it's rigged. Right, for sure. But the purpose would be to expose. The thing about the change is it's not just one thing or another. It's an all-encompassing change. And if it got to the position, like if it was to the point where I actually was even allowed to get votes, then we've already started making the change. Like, I wouldn't be allowed to even get votes the way the system runs. So, yeah, they bomb too much. Oh, they're horrible. They're just cowards, horrible piece of shit cowards. And the only reason they get any, the only reason they exist is because of the U.S. threat. The U.S. threat and the U.S. funding. Without those two things, they would not exist. And the world would be a much better place. But they absolutely control the United States. They control our government. It's not even a question. This is all just obvious bullshit. And if you don't believe it, like, it's not, I don't know what to do to prove it to you. I provide you with tons of receipts. My description, the description on this video is full of receipts to prove to you exactly what I'm saying. So at some point you just have to say, like, am I going to continue to ignore the proof? Or, do we try to unify and do something about it? I'm just scratching the surface. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I know nothing about politics. I know nothing about any of that shit. Which is why I think it would be a better situation to have someone like me in a position like that. Because all of those rules and all that shit were written by and for a different group, class of people. So do you believe our government could allow you to win the way it is right now? There's no way, no. It's quite literally pay to win. At what point was our government good? You say this after 260. Yeah, no, there's never been a time Like, people always say our government was taken over. It was never taken over. It's always been this way. They've always been in control. They've always been in control. It's you know, there's nothing fucking new. You did that so then you could... What a motherfucker. Fuck you. You dumb broad. Terrible female drivers. I know you guys hate that, don't you? Talk about bullshit about JFK. I don't give a fuck about JFK. The reality when it comes to JFK is you and I will never know the truth about JFK until the Goyim overthrow the friars who control the narrative. The only way you know the truth about JFK is if I win the presidency. The only way I even contest in the presidency is if we've already started to make some changes. We've already broken through on some levels. But the point, you know, obviously I'm not going to be allowed to win or anything, but to be heard on that level. If I could just be heard on that level. I never thought I would be the one, you know, to make the change happen. I always figured I was just the one to get the pebbles of the avalanche falling. And we're already there, man. The avalanche is good and steady rolling downhill now. We need to keep going. Why are you regularly driving? I'm not driving. I have a driver, dumbass. Have you been on a submarine trip? But let me guess, you have. You went to the harbor at the local marina, and they let you on a submarine. And you walked all around it, and you saw it. You were like, hey, this is a real submarine. Not to mention one of my favorite movies is The Hunt for Red October. Right? I invite you to visit me, and I can give you a tour of our facility. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. You build them for a living, I'm sure. I always love the idea that the random submarine enthusiast, mechanic, manufacturer, whatever, is just on YouTube Tuesday, fucking 10:50 in the morning. They work at the submarine manufacturing plant, and here they are on my feed. They've discovered my feed, and they're here like, come on, dude. What the fuck? I'll always love that shit. It's such a dumb joke. And, I mean, you know, there is no, like, you don't even understand. You don't know. You can't have the argument with me. You manufacture submarines. I bet you know nothing about this shit. Us being in the USA, you do have a voice that isn't silenced. You're not gonna get killed like you would in, say, North Korea. So, being in the USA, you're right. You definitely get silenced. Like, why give us social media for free if not to manipulate it and manipulate us with it? I mean, the chance isn't 0% to meet an engineer on YouTube. Yeah, oh, I know. But to have the submarine engineer that's inviting the facilities. It's a Wednesday. Tuesday? Why aren't they working? Well, keep on believing in angels, you cultist sheep. Yes, you know me, I'm always like, angels are real. See what I mean? instead of actually like engaging in a normal conversation like any normal person would, especially if you're the one that's right. You don't get all defensive and stupid when you're the one that's right. You engage. Well, here, what do you have an issue with? Well, see what I'm gonna play. Well, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know the history of the shit. But that's what never happens. Dude, looks like, you want to see me take a shower now, Trevor? You like watching dudes take showers? Oh yeah, Iowa Cop Watch clown me, so you're a pedo too? Iowa Cop Watch with his meth teeth? Yeah, sure. You pedos stick together, don't you? Did he run into, hey, this guy was mean to me? Definitely wasn't live, because we tried to find it. Man, it's always so funny when this works. Like, people always talk about how they could, or they did, or they would, or whatever, but they never actually do. If you've done it before, well, then you should absolutely be able to do it again. But they never. It's never works out that way. It never works that they can do it. They can clown me again. Please, by all means, tell me how that pedo clowned me. I would love to know. Oh, dude, you did the same thing Iowa. Same thing you did to Iowa. You're the one that's something you don't agree with, so you start making insults because you have no intelligence. What thing did you say that I didn't agree with? It looks like I don't take a shower? Was that your best point you could make? I wasn't agreeing with you with the point. Like, you act like you said something of some sort of intelligence that I refuse to acknowledge or engage in. Obviously, you're Iowa Cop Watch's friend. Oh, wait, you're the same fucking guy. Remember? The guy said his name was Trevor something or other. Yeah, there you go. This guy came on here pretending to be... This guy came on here pretending to be himself to protect himself. Oh my God. What a fucking doofus. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be better than this. Oh, how embarrassing. How fucking embarrassing. Oh no, this is just a different Trevor. Gotta love it. Assholes. You guys, I'm this guy's neighbor. I've seen paperwork why he launches. I launch his kids. It's because he is one. Now you want to talk about that. Oh yeah, what paperwork have you seen? By all means. Like, if you've seen it, then it's available, right? So let's find out what paperwork this is while you're pretending to be my neighbor. Which neighbor are you? I'm the calm one. Yes you are. Yep, I bet. You're not the same Trevor. Gotcha. You're not the same Trevor. Okay, buddy. I bet you got the meth teeth too. No, I'm your neighbor. You lost your kid because you touched them. Which kid? I'm literally going to pick one up now, and the other one was at home, so which kid? And when was this? And what neighbor are you? By all means, tell us what neighbor you are. Come on, don't be a coward. I'm pretty sure many people have the same name as you. Yes, there are lots of Guy Williamses out there. Oh, Trevor, you're a fucking clown. Iowa Cop Watch. Because this is what he's done when he doesn't agree with someone. Remember, because Trevor made such clever points. Trevor made the clever point that I didn't agree with. Right? Gotta love good old clever Trevor. Pull up! So let me get this straight. You can make false accusations. Oh, here we go with the false accusations again. You can't back up your accusations, but yet people have to back up their claims against you. How am I supposed to back up my accusations other than what you've done in the past? The fact that you're here pretending to be a different account, like again, that seems pretty ridiculous. You find me, I don't find you. I nothing you. You're nothing to me. And I think it's funny that you think I'm the same guy. You're still entertaining me as if I am. Okay. Does it say false allegations? Well, you know, gang. Well, what kids you lost, and yes, I'm your neighbor. You figure, yep. Oh, now we have the coward. Now he's such a tough guy, he's going to come on here and out me. But then when asked who he is, he doesn't know which one it is. You guys are fucking hilarious. You guys are hilarious. You're the only guy that lives in my neighborhood. Oh, no, I'm not, actually. That just shows you how stupid you are. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? How can you be this fucking dumb? Oh, wait, I know. Because you're desperate pedos who can't argue against anything I'm saying and are desperately trying to, like, you know, shoot the messenger, so to speak. So maybe if I lose some credibility, then what I say won't be so true and damning. Right, clever Trevor? Why would I give a shit about the Seth lineage? I don't give a fuck about any of it. I want to talk about the main thing and cut the head off the monster. The rest of this shit is pointless. Do actually talk for once instead of ranting. Alright, I gotta go. You guys have been fucking fantastic. This is always so easy. So easy. Go check out all the receipts in the description. There's many there, and they're undeniable. Have yourself a great day, and who knows, maybe I'll be back later. We'll see. But you Iowa Cop Watch pedos, fucking kill yourself.